Question for Tom Aspinall. Tom, lovely shirt. I saw earlier today the UFC posted a video of people back home in the UK offering their support and their thrill for you to get this spot. I'm curious what it means to you to get that sort of support from back home.
First of all, thanks for the compliment. It was very expensive. I don't like putting my hand in my pocket too much, so special occasions and all that shit. Heavyweight titles coming up, so, got to look sexy, thank you. It was amazing, mate. People like GSP, people like Gordon Ramsay, absolute UK legend. Yeah, it was nice, mate. It made me a little bit emotional, to be honest. I really enjoyed it.
You mentioned there this is a big event, wanting to look sexy. I'm curious, now that fight night is nearly here and that title shot is on the horizon, do you feel like this is a big event for you, or are you just treating it like any other fight week?
Yeah, because of the short notice and stuff, I didn't really have too much time to think, to be honest. It's like I had a 2-week training camp, not even really a training camp, 2 weeks, but I had 2 weeks of training. Next minute, I'm flying across the world, I'm here. So, yeah, I didn't really have too much time to think. It feels pretty normal.
As far as the short notice, is this kind of a weird fight where that short notice might not play into a factor because this fight could well be over in 5 minutes?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see, mate. It's heavyweight MMA with two massive guys. I'm a massive guy. Obviously, he's a massive guy. We've both got some big heads. We're both sniper's dream, they like to call me, with this head. So let's see if we can both, let's see if we can land on each other. And I'm sure one of us is going to land at some point.
Thanks very much. Question for Sergey. Sergey, Tom has continuously called you the most dangerous man in the UFC, but for you, do you believe he is the most dangerous guy you could be fighting this weekend?
Спасибо Тому, что он меня так хорошо ценит. Конечно, Том очень опасный парень, который может и побороться, и подраться. Это очень опасный парень. Мы его воспринимаем на все 100%. Тут нет никаких поблажек и так далее. Это будет полноценный бой.
Thank you very much to Tom for giving me that distinction to be the most dangerous in the division. But, I also think that Tom is a pretty dangerous guy. He's very good at stand-up, very good on the ground. We're not taking him lightly. We're preparing for 100%, and this is going to be a real full fight.
In your opinion, do you believe, based on his movement and your power, that this is a fight of speed versus power?
Я думаю, тут не только сила против скорости. Я повторюсь, что мы оба бойца, которые могут и в стойке, и побороться. Это вообще противостояние очень интересное, поэтому приходите, посмотрите, будет очень жарко.
It's not necessarily just a competition of speed versus power. As I said before, I'm going to repeat myself. We're both very good at stand-up. We're both very good on the ground. So this is going to be a real fight. So please come see the fight. You're going to enjoy it.
Previously about the dark times that you went through with the injury, but it might have been the best thing that actually happened to you. Can you talk a little bit about what you learned about yourself during those dark times?
Yeah, I learned a lot about myself. I learned that big guys need to train with big guys. Very important. I feel so much better mentally and physically through training with other heavyweights every single day, 4 or 5 heavyweights, easily a day. And I just wanted to focus everything on becoming the UFC heavyweight champion of the world. You know what I mean? Before I was like half in and half out. Since the injury, I had a lot of time to think. I had a lot of time to realize what I need to put my focus on, what I need in my life, both inside and outside the gym. And it was a blessing in disguise. It was shit at the time. It was absolutely terrible, but I learned a lot from it, and I'm completely different now.
And you said before that, of course, this week everything's gone so fast. But have you had a moment to just pause and reflect on the journey that you've had to get to this point?
Not really. I'll probably do that when I've retired, to be honest. Like, this sport is like, Saturday will be done, and then it'll be like, when's the next one? That's the way it works. It's like, when's the next one, when's the next one, when's the next one? And I think that when you stop and then start thinking about what you've done so far, that's time you start getting a bit comfortable. And I ain't trying to be comfortable. I'm trying to be the best heavyweight walking the face of the earth. I'm not trying to be comfortable. So I'll look back when I've retired. I'll tell the kids, I'll tell the grandkids, I'll tell anyone who will listen how good I was. But for right now, I'm focused on the task at hand, and that is obviously Saturday night.
And of course, the UK have had 2 champions, Michael Bisping and Leon Edwards. What would it mean to you to bring the interim title back to the UK? Yeah,
it's massive. UK MMA is so big right now. Like, we've got such a small country. We've got so many good fighters in the UFC right now, and in other organisations as well. Like, we're doing so well as a country, and it's massive for me. To win the heavyweight title and bring it back to the UK is absolutely massive.
One more from me. Yesterday, you said that Sergey was probably the scariest man in MMA. So I'm just wondering, first impression seeing him on stage here?
Pretty scared. Scary guy, mate. Yeah, he's definitely an intimidating guy. But that being said, I do my best work when I'm scared. Fear is something that I have a really good relationship with, and it gives me a superpower. So, generally speaking, the more scared I am, the better I do in the fight. So, that's DC actually told me today about what was it? Honey badger, the animal.
Yeah, honey badgers are the league leaders in fear, so they're pretty dangerous in combat.
That's me. I'm the honey badger moving forward, so I'm happy with that. That's cool.
Tom, sticking with you, I know you said yesterday you accepted this fight under the worst circumstances possible. I'm wondering, though, if you'd had a full camp, what do you think the difference in feeling would be right now this close to the fight? Would it be a physical confidence, a mental confidence? How would things be different?
Well, I'm still confident either way. Obviously, I said yesterday in a few interviews, I'm not the type of guy who's going to fly across the world, sign a contract and show up. If I don't think I'm going to win, that's just not in my nature. I would have definitely liked more time to prepare, obviously. But I know one thing, I'm not going to fucking win the fight sat on the couch watching TV, watching it. Like, I'm going to be in there Saturday night. I'm dangerous, and it takes one shot at heavyweight. And I'm not going to land that sat in the UK watching it on TV. So why not be here having a go?
For sure. For you, Sergey, you've obviously been the backup fighter earlier this year. You're supposed to be the backup fighter here, and then you get Tom. So you've had like 4 or 5 names on your mind over the course of this year. How much did that help you prepare for this short notice change to Tom and focusing on him?
Ну, в принципе, я делал общую работу, как мы понимаем. Джон Джонс очень хороший борец, Стипов очень хороший страйкер, поэтому мы делали и туда акцент. Такая общая работа. Как мы понимаем, Том у нас парень универсальный. Как я повторюсь, он может и бить, и бороться. Единственные коррективы некоторые внесли. А так в целом подходящая работа была.
Yeah, you know, we did a general camp. We prepared for John Jones, who's a great wrestler. We prepared for Stipe Miocic, who's a great striker. So I have a general camp that was done for any fight that was going to be put in front of me. And then when we got Tom, obviously we did some adjustments because Tom's fast, Tom's speed, and so on. So yes, we did shift a couple of things, but in general, the work has been done.
Over here. The betting line on this fight has you just very, very short underdog, same line as your fight against Curtis Blades, and you put him away pretty quickly. Do you embrace this opportunity, as the odds makers, having you as the underdog?
На самом деле я вообще не смотрю на ставки, это совсем другое. Я же говорю, выйдем в клетку и там посмотрим.
To be honest, I'm not a betting man, so I don't care what the bets are. I said it already, I'm going to say it again. We're going to go into the octagon, and we'll see what happens.
I wanted to ask Tom, you said the shirt was very sexy. You had deep into your pockets for this. Where's it from? Shout out the guy.
You don't think it's sexy?
I do. You said it. You said it was a sexy shirt.
Does it look sexy on me, though?
100%.
Oh, thanks. That's very nice of you. I think you can't polish a turd, but I'm trying my best over here. I'm not going to shout out where it's from, because they didn't give it me for free. If I got it for free, you better believe I'm name dropping. But I had to pay for this shit, so I ain't shouting nobody out.
Question is for Sergey. Earlier in the year, Tom said in an interview that Sergey refused to accept the fight twice. If that's true,
that is untrue.
What were the reasons?
That's untrue. I never said that.
Это неправда, я такого не говорил.
Believe me, you.
Bullshit.
Stated. Believe me, you interview.
Sorry?
Believe me, you.
Was it believe me, you interview? Probably Bisping?
No, I never said that he one time he pulled out of the fight because he had visa issues, but I didn't say that he pulled out because he's scared, because obviously, no, I never said that.
Один раз он отказался от боя, потому что вроде бы были проблемы с визой, но я никогда не говорил, что это из-за страха или из-за чего-то.
Но я не говорю, что из-за страха.
Не то, что отказался. Если там бой назначали, наверное, было либо ковидные какие-то меры, либо не было визы. Такого, чтобы отказывался от боя, никогда этого не было. Мы в этом спорте находимся для того, чтобы сражаться. И как ты будешь сражаться, идти к своей цели, если у тебя есть преграда в соперниках?
Yeah, if there was a refusal of a fight, it must have been COVID or any other visa issues. There was never an issue of the fighter in front of me. So if you're in this sport, if you're in this game, and you're not saying yes to a fight because you're worried about the opponent in front of you, then you're in the wrong game.